Hello everyone, myself Shweta, Bachelor of Physiotherapy. Before starting this session, I would like to congratulate the organizer and the founder of this learning platform, being Scholar, Mr. Avichal Mohit, for organizing this FDP, especially at this current pandemic situation. Now, we will further move on to our main topic of the session, that is role of ICT, means information and communication technology in physiotherapy. Clinical education is an important component of any healthcare curriculum. It is a complex task and hence should have multifaceted approach from technical know-how to knowledge sharing from colleagues to being updated with newer methods. Beside technical knowledge, non-technical skills like reflective thinking, interpersonal skills, critical evaluation of practice, accountability, clinical reasoning, bridging theory and practice, articulating rationales for the treatment and communication skills help in the productive learning activities which are at most required in the healthcare education. The use of ICT plays a vital role in incorporating such non-technical skills and is finding support from many scholars and students as it facilitates active student engagement with content, educators, and each other, enhancing problem-solving strategies, gathering information from various sources, decreasing the gap between the educator and learner, and upgrading administrative skills. The use of ICT in higher education has largely been a response to student expectations and their ICT related behavior in terms of how they assess content and interact with each other. The higher education sector is facing the challenge of delivering high quality education at a time of financial constraint and increased emphasis on student as a consumer. Therefore, teachers need to accommodate different learners' needs so that they can make learning more student centered and independent. Teachers are using various technological tools for pedagogy and are acting as catalysts to promote essential changes which are in accordance to various studies that say that online technologies, that is, websites and discussion boards, have many benefits to offer for physiotherapy teaching and learning. Videos, blogging, simulation, etc. are helpful in various ways. Academicians are trying to use computers in their classrooms by different means like making assessments, publishing, communicating, and researching to solve the authentic problems, which indicates that the teachers are well aware of the need of the students and hence trying to inculcate it as an important instructional medium which support the shift of the learning paradigm. Physiotherapy academicians are using innovative technological tools for the student-centered learning and seeking professional development for the same. So now, lastly, we will discuss about the use of telephysiotherapy or telehealth physiotherapy as a treatment tool by physiotherapists. Because of current COVID-19 situation, there are a lot of people who cannot get to the clinic because of their age, distance, and also because of immunosuppressive condition or having acute pain. For these people, we have this tool called telehealth rehabilitation. Telephysiotherapy is a development of telemonitoring systems to facilitate independent rehabilitations of patients within their own homes. Telemonitoring is a convenient way for the patients to avoid traveling and to perform some of the more basic work of healthcare for themselves. The objective of telephysiotherapy is to allow patients and medical experts to carry on their sessions through telecommunication networks as if they are in the same place. The applications of telephysiotherapy have been previously documented in some medical conditions. Telephysiotherapy can take many different forms with the components driven by the goals of treatment. Video conferencing provides direct contact between the patients and the physiotherapist, either one-to-one or in a virtual group setting. The increase in our capacity to deliver physiotherapy at a distance using telehealth has occurred at the same time that hands-on physiotherapy techniques have become less important for some health conditions. For example, electrotherapy is no longer recommended for routine treatment of low back pain, whereas exercise therapy is an important component of care. That's all for the session. Thank you so much.